Yo, what's up guys, this is SciFX here, and man, I can gain some haters fairly easy. Say a few words about somebody's favorite commentator and boom! The paragraph comments start to light up in the comments section. Gotta love it, baby. What does this remind me of? Back in the late 2000s, baby, high school. Everybody's favorite era of their lives. Maybe not everybody, but for all of the jocks and fucking cheerleaders out there, maybe it was their favorite time. YouTube has been a lot like high school for me so far. Started out pretty damn small in both areas, and then gained some success, but never really went over the hump. Never really got big. In elementary school, I was like top 5 most popular kid. But in high school, not even close. Like some of you guys know, I've said this back in the first days of Black Ops. I made a few personal videos about my life. I'm more than fairly athletic. I can play a lot of sports, except for like hockey and fucking soccer. I hate those two sports. I can play all the other ones pretty damn well. And I could have played them all in high school, but I didn't play basketball or football, not because I wasn't good enough, but because I didn't like anybody on the team. And what does that sound like? Oh, me not liking anybody on YouTube either? Oh, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of similarities that I'm gonna try to point out to you all. In high school, we had this STEP. STEP was the Student and Teacher Enrichment Period. It was what everybody else's lunch is. You couldn't go off campus, but you could go outside and do whatever you want. You could go in any classroom and talk to any teacher for help, or you could just get something to eat in the cafeteria, which I don't think I ever did once. 99% of the time, I was either playing or spectating basketball. And my high school population was almost 40% black, and then 30%, a little bit more than 30% Latino, and then about 25% white. No, I think it's like 35% black, like 30% Latino, and then 25. I don't know. It's very diverse high school. There you go. You could probably find the stats for yourself. Watkinsville High School in Gaithersburg, Maryland, and a lot of people played basketball during STEP, including myself. And some of the days, the people that played, they were good, and some of them knew who I was, and I would play with them. And I had a blast during STEP. I mean, I played basketball 5 times a week usually. Sometimes it was 3-4 times a week, depending on whether or not I needed to talk to a teacher, or if somebody I didn't know didn't pick me up because they saw a fucking white kid, when I'm really mixed with plenty of different ethnicities. They saw a white kid with glasses and they're like, why the fuck should he be on my team, But I have a lot of good memories of basketball from high school. I have a pretty nice shot, if I do say so myself. No cocky on that one. Throw a little hashtag in there. The point of this whole little story right here is that when I wouldn't get picked, me and like 3 other kids who, I mean, some people would just go in there just to watch because they were bored, or they just wanted to eat in the gym. They'd sneak food in there. Of course, you're not allowed to eat in the gyms, but people would sneak food in all the time, or we would go outside and they could obviously eat outside, and we would just watch everybody else play. And that is where the memories are. Me and like 3 other kids would just fucking make fun of the people playing for a good half an hour. And oh my god, so many good memories. I remember this one kid named Sakeem. Well, he weighed at least like 280. He tripped in the gym and was like 100, or his entire body was like 180 degrees in the air, just flat, about 3 feet off the ground. And when he landed, the gym shook. It was ridiculous. what kind of impact his body made when he landed. We were laughing for a good 5 minutes straight. Everybody was just on the ground. It's just shit like that. Good times in high school. Yeah, like I said, me and my friends and I would just spectate and just laugh and make fun of the people. What happens on YouTube? Me and a few guys in TCG, we just make fun of people on YouTube all the time. We have sat on Dashboard just making fun of Woody's gamertag, White Boy. We like to make fun of Wings, even though I like Wings. He's just so easily to make fun of. Not because he's fat, but because of the other weird-ass videos he's made. Not make fun of like in a hurtful way, but you just like poke fun at, you know? Like, I'm not trying to actually put anybody down, and I'm not doing this because I'm insecure. I don't know, there's something about my view on life. I like to be sarcastic, and I like to just poke fun at people. My brother did this to me all the time, even though I hardly ever saw my brother growing up because of family stuff. He's actually well on his way of making it as a big-time comedian on the East Coast. And yeah, he is fucking hilarious, and he just makes fun of people all the time. Just points out stuff that, you know, you wouldn't think of, and that's just something I do. I don't know. So when I'm saying something about maybe your favorite YouTuber or just somebody else that you like, I guess, don't overreact. Don't assume anything. What I'm saying probably isn't serious. It's a joke 99% of the time. Let's see. What else is there? Even in class, I would usually always try to sit in the back, because that's where professionals sit. You have better chance of sleeping. You have a better chance of just daydreaming and not paying attention at all. You can fucking go on your calculator and play games pretty easily. Not if you're in the front, none of that shit can happen. And I remember in environmental design. No, that's not what it was called. It was AP environment. There we go. I mean, we would honestly just take what we could get. If there's classmates wearing stupid shit or had their hair all fucked up, we would bust on them for that. If it was a teacher saying something or they had a tick or something, we would point that out. I mean, we would make fun of people in the sport world. If the Redskins sucked dick that week, which was happening a lot, I mean, if the opportunities were there, we would take full advantage of them. And I might be making it sound like that's all I did, is make fun of people, and that couldn't be more of a false assumption. This might kind of sound stupid, but I can't really remember high school that well. I do remember not ever doing homework. I do homework if it was absolutely mandatory, and I'd fail if I didn't have to do it, and I would do it the class before it was due. But yeah, I mean, I was just a fucking kid in high school, just doing my thing. I wasn't 100% asshole. Another thing that I noticed is I don't get too much respect in either YouTube or in high school. I remember I might have said this story before, but I took calculus for about a month, and I was hated on so hard in that class that I remember one time this chick sneezed, and like 6 people said, "Bless you." I'm sitting in the front, okay? I sneeze, no one says "bless you." Not a soul. Not even the teacher. The same teacher who just said "bless you" maybe 30 seconds before to the chick. That was one of my last days in that class, because I realized there's no hope. You know, when I'm getting a 17 out of 55 on a test and this is happening, you gotta draw the line somewhere, and that's where it is, dude. That's just too much for me. On YouTube, it's the same thing. People upload this, they upload that, they upload fucking whatever. It gets views, that generates respect. People get more subs, they get more views overall, they are liked among YouTubers, they play with other YouTubers because they're known. I can upload the same thing, nada. nothing. I get nothing for it. And it's not like I've been here for just a little bit. I've been doing this since early '08. Okay, maybe halfway, or summer of '08. Not too many commentators can say that. Maybe not even on one hand. Alright. I mean, Blame Truth, I don't know if he's made any videos since the one he said about him having entertainment. Wow, what the fuck did I just say? I don't know if he's uploaded any videos since the one he did about a week ago, where he just wasn't being satisfied with his content or something like that. I know XCal's been doing it for like fucking centuries. Hodge, Grizz, who knows about Grizz? And then, I mean, Jesus, that's about it when you think about it. Yeah, YouTube has just been kicking me in the ass for a while. I know I've said this a few times, but dude, you gotta say a few things a few times. Sometimes I just said times quite a bit. Times. I remember back in 7th grade, me and this kid named Zishan Rana would we sat in the back, of course, and we would shoot rubber bands at the wall all the time. Teacher never saw it, and we would make this weird like noise, or like we would be like sing. What would we do? Oh yeah, I'd go like really loud, and the teacher would never hear us, and then he'd go and for some reason the teacher would never hear us. He's fucking deaf. But I mean, I don't know, there's just something about me where I like to I guess, okay, this is what it's come down to. I'm a natural born troll, okay? That's what it is. I'm a troll. I mean, even fucking in 10th grade, this beeping noise would go off every single day at 9:14. About 2 months later, we finally figured out what it was. First of all, the teacher couldn't even hear it until like a month in. The beeping noise was coming from his desk, and it was a watch alarm going off every single day while he was sitting at the desk. Yeah, pretty sick. And every time it would go off, we just we'd start laughing, and then we'd tell the teacher that there's a noise going off, and he would never hear it. Oh man, when white hair is on your head, your ears don't work. It's just that simple. You know, another thing I noticed is the quality of your content. I kind of said this before with what you upload or whatever, but the quality, it doesn't matter. You know, you could upload the worst fucking piece of shit in the world. Let's take Hutch's 360 MP7 for video, for example. 160,000 views in that doozy right there. And it's not, I mean, it might have gotten a little hate, but he's Hutch. He can upload that video. He's gonna get views. He's not gonna make the money because he works for Machinima. But if he wasn't working for Machinima, upload that, he'd get the money. I could upload that video. Whoop-de-fucking-do. It would have like 27 likes and I'd probably have like 60 likes and like 23 dislikes. Because that's probably what it would deserve. Nothing. No views. Worst video ever. Well, because it's Hutch, it gets views. Back in high school, this is just not even my school, this is any high school. You could be the most popular kid in high school. And you could fucking play basketball, you could play any sport in front of all the girls. And you could suck at it. And the girls would still want your dick. But if you weren't known, and you weren't... Where am I going with this? And if you weren't that good looking, and you could play and you were good, they wouldn't want your dick. Because first of all, they don't even know what they're watching. That's what a lot of the YouTube subscribers are. They have no idea what they're watching. And they're just fucking lost half the time. They probably think it's... They probably... Honestly, if you want to have a good time and you're fucking bored as hell, click on videos that are kind of old, of Call of Duty commentators, whatever, that are kind of old, that went kind of viral, and look at the comments. There is such good shit. There's just gold in the comment section on old videos. It is unbelievable the amount of stupidity expressed in the section below the video you're watching when videos are old. It's absolutely unbelievable. That's what I like about you guys. You don't leave those stupid ass comments, even though the people who are probably watching this a month from now for no fucking reason will probably leave me some gold, which I will be gladly reading a month from now. So I just want to say hello to my future self, and I also want to say goodbye for the last time, hopefully. But yeah, back to the whole popularity thing. You know, I did play one sport in high school. I played golf. My sophomore year, we beat state champions who had won state 6 years in a row, and they're probably still winning it now. We won county. That was wonderful feeling. It was a scramble tournament. Yeah, we beat them on a tiebreaker. But then our team didn't even get to go to states because we played horribly in states individually. I mean, October golf in Maryland, 40 degrees, mud on the course. What are you gonna do, you know? But yeah, all those guys in that team, I liked them all. They were my friends, you know. And I coincided with them perfectly fine. I just wish that would have happened on, I just wish that would have happened with the basketball and football teams. Or else I definitely would have tried to play those sports, even the fucking baseball or tennis team. But my school was so diverse that I just didn't like the kids on those teams. It wasn't racism of any way, or wow, it wasn't racist in any way. It was just I didn't like the people on those teams, and that's what fucking YouTube is. I mean, how am I supposed to get known if I can hardly finish a commentary these days because everybody's content is just bad, including fucking the one and only God, CNanners. Can hardly finish his videos. Everybody's just doing the same shit on different games, and YouTube is just I just feel like TCG is its own little niche, and it's its own little group in a huge fucking pond, or whatever reference or illusion, metaphor, Zergriz you want to call it. We are simply not gonna get, we're not gonna get out there. We're not gonna get bigger. It's never going to happen. The only thing that could help us, even though I just said never, is luck. And by that I mean, when I upload this montage I'm working on, I mean, if it was up to me, which it isn't, of course, it would get a million views. I mean, honestly, it is. I think it's gonna be that good. Of course, 99% of the other people who watch it won't. And in the other way, I'd have to just tweet at fucking Thunder and everybody who has a lot of followers, active followers, and then hopefully they tweet the video out, and then, or I'd upload a video onto their channel, but I don't want their subscribers, you know? I like you guys. I like some of you guys. MLuff33, I mean, enough said, dude. Your fucking feet smell. You know, but I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. You know, you guys might be thinking, oh, a whiner, a complainer will never grow. Okay, are you sure about that? Okay, first of all, every single Call of Duty commentator knows that Call of Duty can be a piece of shit and can be easily improved in so many ways. Everyone knows that. Okay, so when I'm the only one, or when I'm saying it, and they aren't, that's just because they don't want to get, they don't want to get less views. Okay, but then some of them are, like Thunder, probably #1 ghost hater in the world. Besides, yeah, he probably did hate it more than me because I used it in CTF quite a bit. He's got a good channel right now, not gonna lie. He's got quite a few subs. He's got 2 channels partnered when he had one not partnered forever. And then you look at people like El Presador, who just uploads live comms at him fucking screaming, what the fuck, whatever, in the juncture of all junctures. At this juncture of all junctures. How did I fuck that up? And it's just him getting shit on and complaining. So don't ever tell me that complainers like you won't get more subs, okay? If you just literally fuck you if you write a comment like that, alright? So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps this one up. Maybe I should go do some dual comms with the dual comm master himself, fucking Muzza. I'm so glad he finished his Gears 3 campaign. Fucking let's play. If you look, no hate on this at all, of course, but if you look at the views he's getting, he has, you know, let me just do the research right now. Okay, Muzza, where are you at, son? Woody's gamertag, orange thumbnails, nothing new. Muzza Gaming. 475,000 subscribers. Nothing much, really. And he's popping 2,000 views on these Let's Plays. Wow, that's not too good. That's not the best ratio. I have a better ratio than that. My ratio destroys. Mine's like 1 in 5.5 viewers, which of course is impossible. Actually, they probably are. Kind of half of subscribers out there. And look, what do you know? Another fucking hater. Ali7187 writes, yeah, it's pathetic to have an opinion on a game that's different to yours. Oh man, it's kind of funny, not gonna lie, dude. Honestly, this is what it comes down to. If you think Halo is bad, and you, and then you just play Call of Duty and shit on dubs, really? Really? Just really? You just can't justify that. I'm speechless at this point. You literally cannot justify that. I'm done. You know what? I'm not done yet, because I just thought of something else to add on real quick. I don't really care if I'm calling out anyone. I mean, first of all, the chances of them seeing this video are minimal. And if they do see it, what are they going to do? They're going to send their army at me. That's where the problem occurs, is when the troll army comes. The example being the Small Beans and Trout 91 army from Montage Madness. That was just a hell of an experience. I actually had fun fending them off with you guys. I'm sure you guys had fun too. Good times back in March and April. But yeah, Jesus Christ, I could mention any YouTuber and fucking make a video about them, but of course I'm not going to, because there's machinima guidelines and they'll probably end up kicking me off if these videos start to get known. Just look at Optic Psychosis. Somehow he ended up getting banned or terminated, whatever the fucking thing is. And yes, it might not have been exactly because